And good evening. I'm meteorologist Angela Buchman. Wanted to give you a quick update just in case you got the alert on your phone about a tornado watch for parts of central Indiana. It does include areas north and west of Indianapolis. And right now we've got one storm that we're tracking, and that is just east of Champaign, Illinois. I can tell you that cell has a history of rotation as it moved through the Decatur area, so just west of Champaign, but has weakened a bit in the last couple of scans, the last couple of minutes. In terms of the tornado watch, it's highlighted here in pink, and it goes until 3 a.m. So Lafayette, you're included, up into Carroll County, over toward Kokomo, Marion, and points north, thinking it's this area that has the best chance to see severe storms. However, we've been monitoring the cell east of Champaign, and it's been moving more due east than northeast, but something that we'll keep an eye on as far as the movement. Sean Ash actually came back and is doing a little more severe weather analysis here, and was pointing out that the ingredients across the central part of the state still support rotation, still support tornadoes. It's just a matter of, do we get any cells to develop in that area where those ingredients are in place? And really that's been the case all day long. Atmosphere has been capped, it's been warm, it's been humid, and we're just now starting to see some storm development. I'll give you a close-up view into the western part of the state. So most concerned with Covington and Attica next in terms of this storm. Now, at times it did have a tornado warning on it west of Champaign in Decatur. It was a severe thunderstorm warning that was set to go until 10:15. But as I mentioned, this cell has weakened. So the central office out of Illinois from the National Weather Service actually dropped that severe thunderstorm warning. And now we just kind of wait and see as this crosses into the northwestern part of our area and comes into a slightly more favorable atmosphere. Does this one continue to develop? Does it get stronger, or does it continue to fall apart? But heads up, Covington and Attica, and then down the road would be Lafayette if this holds together, maybe even Crawfordsville. So we'll kind of highlight this area from Covington to Attica, Crawfordsville to Lafayette for some the potential for some storms. But honestly, that is it on live Doppler 13 radar at this point. Let's show you a bigger view, because really the main focus for the storms has been a little farther north, and we saw that during the early evening newscast. We had storms with confirmed tornadoes across parts of Wisconsin. That segment of thunderstorm activity is now moving off Lake Michigan through the state of Michigan, so into Grand Rapids, eventually into Kalamazoo, and there are severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings up and down this line, and this is where we find the majority of the storm activity. Again, we've got one that we'll keep an eye on for now. That still may change over the next several hours as the ingredients are still in place for the development of some severe weather. So tornado watch for areas north and west of Indianapolis until 3 a.m. Friday. That's highlighted here. Honestly, I don't think it goes that long, and we'll just kind of wait and see if we get any more storms developing. But at this point, this is the highlighted area for additional storms developing. And I did point out that area coming off Lake Michigan. This is the most active part of this line of thunderstorms, and the most severe part, with numerous severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings. We will continue with the weather impact alerts through the overnight hours and into Friday. Between now and say 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, Friday still looks to be after 4 p.m. and all modes of severe weather in play. That includes large hail, 2+ inches in diameter, tornadoes, severe wind, and lightning. So what you can be doing now, I'm sure it's about bedtime for a lot of kids, but might inform them or make sure they know that you're going to be up watching the radar, making sure there aren't any severe storms that you need to know about, and then practice that plan or remind them of your safety plan. What are we going to do in the event of severe weather if we get some warnings, especially Friday afternoon and evening, because we expect that to be more widespread and more impactful across central Indiana. So have multiple ways to get warnings, monitor the radar, follow the forecast closely, and review that safety plan. And honestly, if you've been with us, we've been keeping an eye on the storm potential for today and the storm potential for tomorrow. And some of the model data only had a couple of cells developing, and if we don't get anything additional, we get 1 or 2 storms. That's really all we were expecting, isolated out of this first round of storms. Severe potential obviously continues overnight, and it's interesting, in that level 3 area is where we find the tornado watch for the next several hours. Storm Prediction Center this afternoon upgraded to a level 4 for Bloomington, Columbus, Bedford, Seymour, south to Evansville. We don't get a lot of level 4 risk days, so obviously when this happens, we want to make sure you're informed and prepared. Future Track 13, 10 o'clock tonight, basically this time, high resolution model data picking up on that storm near Champaign, has it falling apart. So fingers crossed that that actually happens and we make it through the next several hours without anything severe. Now, it did show perhaps a storm or two coming across the state line southwest, maybe toward the Vincennes area, but also falling apart between now and say 2 or 3 in the morning. Atmosphere, again, still has all the ingredients to support severe weather, so we will have to watch closely radar for you over the next several hours, and then obviously into the afternoon and evening hours of our Friday. This is Friday at 8 a.m. We anticipate a pretty quiet start. It's Fast Friday out at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They should get lots of laps in, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the folks there are great at alerting people well ahead of time of storms moving in, just to get people to their cars, get people to a safe place, get people to a covered area if in fact we're dealing with severe storms. And there is that potential. This is updated analysis with Future Track 13 at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. You can see some storms developing south. You can see some storms developing west. Anything that does develop could quickly go severe. This is 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. This is 8 p.m. We'll stop it again at 11 p.m. So we're kind of identifying that time frame from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday for the development of severe storms. It's a Friday night. There's a lot going on. It's the month of May. It's going to be another warm, muggy day. Lots of people are going to be, I'm sure, out and about. So just make sure if you're on the go that you have that Live Doppler 13 weather app, because it can alert you if you sign up for the alerts, if you're on the go, and you can also monitor the radar as well. This is the Fast Friday forecast. Temperatures in the mid-70s at 10 a.m. We were close to 80 at noon today. We'll be in the low 80s tomorrow at noon. And much like today, highs in the middle and upper 80s with some afternoon and evening storms. Before I let you go, we will take one more look at the radar, and let's see here. So this is new since we last talked. Additional storms going severe coming out of northwestern Indiana. So this includes the South Bend area, and then obviously that intense line of storms moving through western and central Michigan right now. Our cell that we're watching right now still looks decent enough on radar that we'll keep an eye on that. And with the ingredients in place, anything that would happen to develop would have the potential to go severe. So we've got the tornado watch for areas north and west of Indianapolis until 3 a.m. Can't rule out an isolated storm somewhere else, but I think what you get here is the fact that these are isolated. We're probably going to be able to count on one hand how many storms develop overnight. Unfortunately, it's probably going to take 2, 3, 4 hands to count how many storms develop Friday afternoon and evening, as we expect it to be much more widespread, a more impactful day for much of central Indiana. Wanted to give you a quick update again, just in case you got the alert on your phone about the tornado watch, highlighting areas north and west of Indianapolis. For now, we'll continue to keep an eye on things and have a full report on Channel 13 at 11. And don't forget, sunrise begins at 4 a.m. We'll be keeping you updated during the overnight here as necessary on WTHR Plus. Thanks for joining us.